Bears coming to town this week. Obviously, game we got to win. I know we're in the playoffs, but still, it's the Bears. You always want to beat them. Like, what's Coach Will's perspective on this game? What's our do's and don'ts?
Don't look ahead. That's the biggest thing. You can't have a look ahead game right now. Yeah, that's the truth. I bet that's probably preached right now.
Bro, this is Coach Will. Oh,
it's Coach Will. Yeah. Just don't look ahead. Let's handle business. Let's develop a game plan. You watched with the Lions and the Niners game. You know, the Niners are out of the playoffs, but the Lions foot on the gas. That's how you have to handle this time of year. Roll into the playoffs hot, win from here on out, and you got the Lombardi Trophy back home.
I like it.
But yeah, for the Bears, just handle business. They're trash.
They do still suck.
Yeah, they're terrible, and it would be a devastating loss. It would suck to lose to them. That would be a very bad way to go. Limp into the playoffs like that. That would be very, very bad.
And we're back. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
It'll be a new year. Welcome to 2025. Thank you for making Toonen and Dillon the very first podcast you listen to. If you listened to something yesterday, we don't count it. We count it today. Toonen and Dillon. Dropping every Thursday at 7 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. on the East Coast.
Yep.
That's going to be about 5 a.m. on the West Coast. Maybe we should change up those times for the people on the West Coast. Yeah, maybe we do 8 o'clock Central.
Do we have a big West Coast presence?
We will.
Yeah, one day.
My prediction by the end of 2025, this follower counter right here is going to say 10,000.
Woo!
We're going to more than...
Call it.
Triple?
Yeah.
Loosely triple. More than triple. More than triple our followers. More than triple our audience. Tune into Dillon. Coming right back to 2025, man. I got so much juice.
Dude, yeah. Let's fire up, man. New year, new me, right?
Same pod.
Same pod. No, I'm gonna be the same guy. I'm gonna stick with my foundation, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna build on this.
What is your foundation? Let me hear your pillars,
dude. I'm just 75 hard. I'm gonna rock it out right now.
What's you got New Year's resolutions then? Or you no New Year's resolutions?
I was actually thinking about this morning. I do like to have a New Year's resolution. I did quit vaping one year. That was a great thing to knock. You know, try to knock out the nicotine, but once in a while, a cigar smells good. No, I like to pick like a fun one of like, hey, I'd love to pick up a hobby, you know, something simple. Like this year, I'd love to be a better cook. So I'd love to cook more. Maybe
chef it up.
Yeah, because Chloe's the chef right now, but I would love to be, you know, a helping hand in the kitchen, a better helping hand in the kitchen.
Chef Toonen.
Yeah.
I like it.
And then just kind of just some work stuff too, I guess. Just, you know, be more disciplined in setting schedule, organization, really basic stuff.
I like that, bro. I feel like that's the best way to do it. I feel like my goal, I didn't go for like some crazy astronomical goal, but a lot of like little things, and they all center around like discipline.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm somebody who works so well on like a structure and a set schedule. Football, that's all I've had forever. And just like little things, like I'm a sucker for a good app and a little habit tracker. Okay. So there's this app called this is not a plug. They have not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor,
bleep it out.
Yeah, bleep that out. Actually, we're not thirsty, Declan. We don't need sponsors. We can get this out the mud. But this app called Finch, you get a little pet, and as you knock off your goals every day, it like it grows up and stuff like that. You can have friends. It's fun. But it reminds me to just like do my things. But my goals are like journal every day, like right before bed. Try to wear some blue light glasses. I wake up 100 push-ups.
Really?
Just like not in a row. That's crazy work.
Yeah.
Maybe one day, but just kind of like before I like get out the door, 100 push-ups, get the heart rate going, spend some time outside. I'm trying to post a TikTok every day. I feel like TikTok's one of those things where you can kind of just put out a post and just hope it does well, but it just kind of builds on itself.
Right, yeah.
And, get the coffee pot ready. We got a nice coffee pot. We put the coffee grounds in there. It makes I got to like set that up the night before. Yeah. It does it automatically at 7 a.m. So
just dialing in on those discipline routines,
man. It's a routine. Small goals make you feel real accomplished.
We're dialed. Dialed 2025.
Dialed. Changing the podcast to dialed 2025.
Yeah, man. No, it's always I like the end of the year. Just it's a nice reflection, but it's also kind of it builds that excitement of I'm ready to rock. It's the holidays. Everyone gets tired. I get tired from the holidays. Yeah. Of just feeling like I've only been drinking and eating.
Eating sweets all day.
Yeah, just not treating myself the best way, but it excites me to get after it. So
we're on the Buddy the Elf diet.
yeah, seriously, syrup on everything.
Syrup, candy cane, sugar.
Did you see that picture of Buddy the Elf?
What? Where?
He was at the LA Kings game. Will Ferrell dressed up as Buddy the Elf.
Oh, that's hilarious. I did not see
that. He looked beat up too. I'm glad my what I chose as the Grinch and Santa.
Did you get any bad Christmas gifts?
Did I get any bad Christmas gifts? No. My mother-in-law does give me a gag gift every year, which is this year it was Santa Claus blowing bubbles out of his butt. So that was that was a pretty funny thing. So yeah, blows bubbles and
that's kind of fun though.
Yeah, it's Santa. Yeah, so that's good, clean fun.
You should put that on your desk.
Yeah, I'll put it right here next time. Actually,
that would be great. Next year's Christmas.
We'll have Santa's bubble butt out there.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So for people who do get like a bad gift, like everybody always. Well, actually, you got some nice socks.
I did get some nice socks. That was top of the priority for the Christmas list.
I feel like what's your, like, if you get a gift you don't want, what's the way to go about it? How do you, everybody's watching you, get like the worst gift possible.
I'm the worst gift opener. Like Chloe always says I react horribly, like I'm not excited.
Like,
I don't.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's like let's ride. No, no. I don't know. I'm just like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been better. I've been trying to be better.
I've always wanted to. Slinky.
No bad gifts though. So for the family members who got me stuff, the Malort though. Shout out Matthew Carl for buying Malort. That was we did Malort shots at the extended family Christmas. I know you unfortunately couldn't make it, but that was bad. We're gonna have to do that on the pod.
Malort shots.
Do you know what Malort is?
I do.
It literally tastes like jet fuel, and they just like threw it back. And
we should do the Tingala.
Oh, dude, that's what I was telling them about. That that is that's fun.
Isn't it made in Wisconsin?
Yeah, in Wisconsin. I don't know where it started, but I always tell people, oh yeah, the shots. It's crazy. It's actually illegal in a lot of states, but
yeah, it's like battery acid if you taste it. But every time we have like one of my teammates come over, I always like, hey, you got to try this tequila. It's like it's like nothing you've ever had before, and they're like, come on, it's all the same.
All in the off season too, by the way.
Yeah, never during the season. New Year's Eve, New Year's in general. I know this comes out afterwards, but overrated or underrated holiday?
I think it's appropriately rated. One, I think it's amateur hour when it comes to going out. Like I don't want to go out, close a bar down on New Year's Eve anymore. I'm not like, I feel like that's just for people who are honestly single, which no offense if you're single, or if you're young, younger. I mean, I'm 26 and I'm not.
Well, our demographic is 35 to 45.
Yeah, so they probably agree. I mean, I'd much rather do what I'm doing and just, get in a reservation with some friends and, cheers and talk about life. Yeah. But I would say underrated if you do it the right way. Yeah,
I feel that. You know what? I don't think I have my family in town this year, and my mom and my little sister. So, I think it'd be fun to, kind of stay up and watch the ball drop and all that. But honestly, I was talking to Gab, like, we really haven't done, like, we'll always go out to dinner. Obviously, New Year's Eve, we're going out to dinner tonight. Son of Scallywags, first time we've ever been there. Now in Goma, so I'm going to check that out. But
curious to see that on Dillon with the deal. Or
Dylan with the deals.
Dining with the Dillons. I mean, we got
That's
it all.
That's my other podcast. But no, I think just like it's one of those things where we really haven't like really sent it. But that does bring me like your thought process of, kind of who's going out and stuff. We were up in Door County driving up, and I was like sitting there talking to Gab. I'm like, I could not believe it was maybe like 2 years ago, maybe last year, but like we really used to send it.
Yes.
Like me and you and like even Gab was a trooper there for a minute. Like we're going out every single night on the weekend and like shutting it down. I'm like, bro, that sounds terrible.
Oh, it sounds so bad.
You got like 5 great days.
I did it this past weekend, but yeah. That's funny. But
I say that, and I'm gonna be racing down the street in my socks again. That's another.
Yeah, seriously. This is all off-season stories.
Yes,
too, by the way. Especially because this is my favorite time of year when it comes to ball.
Yes,
because ball is so serious.
Ball is serious.
Should we talk a little bit about the pack? What happened last week?
Yeah, of course. You gotta get in the pack, but yeah, we'll get in the pack. I think obviously, we started off. We're shooting ourselves in the foot, really. Let's just call a spade a spade. We didn't start off hot, but like we're not here to be negative. I think you look at how we finished the game, how we fought back. I think one, to the Vikings point, like we've played teams like when we were saying the Niners, and we've come on here and said like great teams put teams away.
Yeah.
So if you are on the other side and you're the Vikings fan, you're up those many points and you let this team come back. That's not a great sign.
Agreed.
However, I think we just started that comeback run just a little too late. Whatever that, some days it's just not going your way, but I do think we kind of hurt ourselves a lot early on.
Yeah. It's just been tough not to. I mean, the three teams that we haven't beaten, it's just the Eagles, the Lions, and the Vikings, who are all, that S tier NFC team right now, and it just. As a fan, it'd be great to see that. I'm still optimistic. We're in the dance, obviously. Yeah. I was wrong about the potential of us winning the division, but that's fine. On to the next thing. You can only control the future from here on out.
Well, tell the people about your newfound fandom and how you're going to approach all Packers games from here on out.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to be way too optimistic. I'm just going to be positive and be like, I think we're going to win every game.
Yeah. He's hammering the over and wins every year.
Yeah, hammering the over. Yeah, I think we're just going to not stop winning. I don't think we'll lose ever again.
I mean, if you always say we'll win, eventually you'll be right.
Yeah. So, when I was in Minneapolis, everyone's like, what do you think of the game? I was like, I don't see us losing. I don't.
We're down. The game's over.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we lost.
Yeah. Don't we have an extra timeout?
My favorite's when people say we didn't lose or just the time ran out.
That's what it felt like. That's
like, bro, the game is over. You lost?
No, dude. We just ran out of time. But yeah, it was a disappointing loss, but we're in the dance.
Yeah, absolutely. We can beat those teams. We'll beat them all in a month. So don't worry about
it. I agree.
We got the Bears coming this week.
Yeah.
Bears coming to town this week. Obviously, game we got to win. I know we're in the playoffs, but still it's the Bears. You always want to beat them. Like, what's Coach Will's perspective on this game? What's our do's and don'ts?
Don't look ahead. That's the biggest thing. You can't have a look ahead game right now. Yeah, that's the truth. I bet that's probably preached right now.
Bro, this is Coach Will.
Oh, it's Coach Will. Yeah. Just don't look ahead. Let's handle business. Let's develop a game plan. You watched with the Lions and the Niners game. The Niners are out of the playoffs, but the Lions foot on the gas. That's how you have to handle this time of year. Roll into the playoffs hot, win from here on out, and you got the Lombardi Trophy back home.
I like it.
But yeah, for the Bears, just handle business. They're trash.
They do still suck.
Yeah, they're terrible, and it would be a devastating loss. It would suck to lose to them. That would be a very bad way to go. Limp into the playoffs like that. That would be very, very bad.
How many days has it been?
2,000 something. More than Badgers have lost to Illinois basketball, but
we don't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't.
Don't they play them
that.
Twice?
They play them twice.
Yeah, we still got a chance.
We still got a chance.
We got to knock them off. Come on, hey, Wisconsin Badgers basketball. We need to end that streak. Go ahead and beat Illinois this year, please.
Yeah, let's just dominate.
We have a friend. We can shout out Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe.
Gabe is a big Illini fan.
Yeah, he is diehard Illini fan.
So you have to put that to bed, please.
When I try to bring up the Bears to him, because he's obviously a Bears fan too. It's like
it's basketball season.
Yeah,
it's like 2 months ago.
It's like November. That's good stuff though. But no, I mean,
keeping with the ball talk, dude. You were perfect last week in your predictions.
Yeah. I
for the playoffs.
Yeah, it's been a year of the favorites, to be honest with you. That's just been. All of that last playoff weekend. It was every favorite just won and covered. I don't know if you're probably not familiar with that, but they covered.
I don't know what covering means.
Yeah, so they won by the Vegas predicted spread.
Oh, is this
of
gambling?
The game. Yeah, so the favorites all obviously won outright, but they also beat the spread too. So it's been a year of the favorites for sure.
Got it. Gambling is kind of like bingo.
No.
All I've ever played is bingo.
Okay, that's
bingo's
fair.
for treats.
Yeah.
My other point is, do you think with the playoffs, I was seeing a lot of people say because the favorites just won, so in a lot of those games by a lot, is the 12-team playoffs too much, or is it just the first one, or is that just like that's just
I think college football is having a home game in college football is so undervalued and it wasn't talked about enough. Like having that home game was obviously a huge thing for the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think that they should add another weekend of home playoff games, so that Oregon has Ohio State
2 rounds of home.
Yeah, 2 rounds of home because Oregon has Ohio State, and it's like, what's the advantage? They play them at a neutral site now.
Yeah.
I mean, Ohio State's favored to win in that game.
Yeah.
Over Oregon, and they're the 1 seed. They're the 1-1 in the entire. It's just I think, and then the reseeding too. I still believe in that as well.
Yeah. What's Oregon Stadium's name?
Autzen Stadium.
Is it? You went?
I went to a game.
Atmosphere?
It's pretty cool. You walk through campus, and then there's a duck bridge. Or, I forget if it's the duck bridge or not, but it was like a gorgeous fall day.
Yeah.
And Oregon is beautiful too. Like the Northwest, outdoor stuff. It was like a sunny day. It was the way to do it.
Where's I know you've been to Texas, and you've probably been to.
I've been to A&M. That was
interesting. A&M. What's your favorite college football stadium you've been to? You don't have to be a homer here. It's not fan base, and it's just stadium.
Just stadium?
Just stadium.
I would honestly say, I was a kid for this too, so I didn't really recognize how odd the fan base is, but A&M.
Texas A&M?
Texas A&M,
that's pretty sick.
Because their whole student section is about 50,000 people.
Dang, that's
crazy. It's an entire side. Like, you look at both sides of the stadium.
Yeah.
It's an entire side of 3 decks of it.
Oh, that's crazy. And it always sold out.
Or 2 decks, or I don't know. But it's massive, and it's 50,000, and then it's a military school, so their band marches like a military, and they'll like, you ever see those videos of like competitions where they're like crossing and walking and stuff? They're doing that with all their instruments and playing. It was really cool atmosphere.
Man, shout out Edrin Cooper.
Yeah, Edrin Cooper, man, get him on the pod.
We need to get him on the pod.
We are gonna get him on the pod. He's got such a sick story too. It'll be fun to talk about. I do love the Coop, by the way. I'm glad that's back.
Since Coon. Did you see like Ohio State? Wasn't Ohio State the one with the band that they do like the? Oh yeah, they had the aerial view and they make shapes. So like somebody walking like the Michael Jackson moonwalk. That's what I always think about when I think about stuff like that.
Yeah, they're a good one too.
So fantasy football, how did your championship end up?
I lost to my dad in the fantasy football championship in the big money one I'm in. So that was. He said it was like taking candy from his baby, which is, I was like, he got me on that one for sure.
That hurts.
That in the entire group chat, like your dad stinging you with one of those.
What was the score? Was it close at all?
He went off. It's a non-PPR league. I put up 120. He put up 140.
Oh man.
So he just had Derrick Henry and
he had a day.
Purdy went off too, and
was it the Texans game?
Yeah. Did you? We
were
watching that on Saturday, and it was like or Wednesday, and he was just running all over.
They were running through it like Swiss cheese.
I mean, did you see those blocking schemes on that? John Gruden out right now.
It's great to see.
It was double trap and lineman getting to the next level. It was art. It was pretty sweet to see.
Yeah, I lost in the round before the championship by less than a point.
Oh.
I'm not, Cooper Kupp had 5 points. I was planning on him getting 15, but it is what it is. Now I understand. I understand.
Did you win the third place game?
Yeah.
I did. I did that too.
Actually, I don't know. I deleted the app.
Oh no!
I rage quit. I deleted the app. I'll see fantasy football next year. I didn't even want to see who wins.
Damn, respect. Honestly, there's still payouts on third place games normally.
It's a free league in my league. It's just a bunch of people from my Discord. But I left that thing. I'll see you next year. But we are going to start a college football fantasy.
That one I'm excited for.
Which I'm excited.
It's going to be insane waiver wire every week.
It's going to be sick. You got to be you're going to be dialed.
Bro. I have to be dialed on college ball next year.
I want like a full like recruiting office for my fantasy league.
The memes in the chat will be the best. Though.
Oh yeah,
that's the best part about a fantasy football league. What I miss the most.
Why are you up at 2 a.m. watching Hawaii football? Like I got that tight end. God damn it.
That's good stuff.
Do you have any league loser punishments in your league?
So we had one set, and then we realized it would have been bad if you had to try out for a 37U football team, full pad football team.
Oh man.
Which would be funny to see your buddy try out, especially when they're out of shape. And we're like, it would be bad if someone like busted a knee in a tryout, because we're not trying to. That's just not for us. Just not my cup of tea. I'm past that in life. Teach their own though, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think we were really trying to convince him to do the TikTok one, where the fantasy football TikTok punishments. You ever see those?
Yeah.
Where they just make like very cringy stuff.
Yeah.
And his argument is, well, all these kids are 18 doing this, so it's like, I'm like, yeah, that's why it makes it funnier being 26 and doing a little dance or something. I don't know. Funny. What about your league?
My league, we don't have a punishment, but I do want to just I do want something good for the college football one. So we'll get brainstorming there.
So AJ, you're a fellow player of the league. Who is your MVP this year?
Ooh, well, I'm always gonna root for Pookie. But I would say, okay, I hate when people do this too. I hate the 2-part answers. I think who's gonna win it is Lamar Jackson.
Really?
Definitely deserves it and everything like that. As a running back, biasly, I think what the season Saquon Barkley is having is insane. I really hope he gets that record.
Yeah.
I really want him to get just 102. Just beat that record. Eric Dickerson's record would be sick. Just great for the game.
Yeah, I agree.
Some of those old records need to go. You need to see new talent out there, so that'd be huge. So I don't think, though, it's a quarterback league. Quarterbacks make winning teams in this day and age in football, and I do think Lamar Jackson will get it. For a while there, I thought it was going to be Josh Allen, but I think Lamar is just – he's playing lights out right now.
They both are.
Who do you think? Who you got?
I've been watching Josh Allen pretty closely. He is. I think he's just up there with Lamar.
Absolutely.
So I'm going Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
But I would love to see the running back position win it again, or another position. I remember I wanted, like, when Antonio Brown was really close. Shout out AB.
Cooper Kupp won 1 year, right?
He didn't win it, no, but he was up there. He had some insane stats. But when AB almost won it in 2018, 2019, I was really rooting for that. But what about Rookie of the Year?
Rookie of the Year. Ooh, you know what? And this is a great year for cards too. People always talk about the 2020 product when it comes to football cards is the best ever because of how good that class is. Yeah. All the quarterbacks, all the receivers. You got Judy, Ayuk, CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
You can keep going. I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of great players. You got a bunch of running backs that are still in the league, which is hard for running backs. A bunch of those great quarterbacks.
Yeah,
but this 2024, you look ahead, you got Bo Nix, Jane Daniels, Michael Penix is playing well.
Right.
The first 2 games, he played very well.
How was Brock Bowers' card doing?
Brock Bowers is sick.
He beat Ditka's record.
Oh, yeah, he has the most receptions ever.
Yeah, for a rookie tight end. For
a rookie.
Really?
He just broke it.
I know I
think he has the most rookie receptions of any rookie. He beat Puka's record.
Oh, did he? Oh,
yeah.
Dude,
cool. Has the most receptions of anybody ever. To your point, once again, I think Brock Bowers, I think that is a crazy stat. I think he should get it. Quarterback league, I think Jaden Daniels wins.
Yeah, me too.
For sure, but I don't know. I'm sure Jaden Daniels, he's having a great season, so I'm sure he has broken a bunch of records.
And he's winning games too. I mean, he led his team to the playoffs. The Raiders are terrible. I mean, they're just having a bad year, so.
They are. Yeah, Jaden Daniels went for sure, in my opinion. But there's a lot of great guys, a lot of great talent. So it'll be cool to see the league develop over the next couple of years.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was definitely a good rookie class.
Yeah. Defensive player of the year, who you got?
Oh, dude, I'm pretty bad about this. I don't really. I'm trying to think.
I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't tell you defensive stats right now and who's leading that.
Yeah, I don't know who has the most.
It's always. I feel like it's always Myles Garrett or T.J. Watt.
Yeah,
they've always fighting for it.
I'm going for Xavier McKinney though.
Is he up? Yeah,
I'd assume. Once again, I'm bad with the defensive stats, but I mean he's got hella picks. He's pretty good,
I'll look through it. So what I find interesting too is that with this, the MVP favorite is Josh Allen. He's minus 300. Mm-hmm. So to win $100, you'd have to bet $300 on Josh Allen.
Mm. Seems risky.
Yeah. So but Lamar Jackson is plus 240. So if you bet $100 on Lamar Jackson, you would win 240.
Shout out FanDuel, come sponsor the pod.
Yeah, dude, that'd be so sick. But Saquon's minus 5,000 though for offensive player of the year. But Josh Allen is favored to be MVP. I don't know if you can't win both, but the NFL odds for defensive player of the year, T.J. Watt's the favorite at minus 130. Mm-hmm. Patrick Surtain's at plus 150. So I guess I just haven't been watching AFC West ball at all.
Yeah,
but
I go T.J. Watt,
and then Myles Garrett's plus 950. Then Van Ginkel's the next. I mean, he's been having a good season for the Vikings, and they do have a good defense. But did you know a kicker won the MVP one year?
Really?
Yeah, only a kicker,
Brandon
NFL
Aubrey.
MVP. Brandon Aubrey, dude. I mean, Mark Mosley, Super Bowl champion,
stud.
Yeah,
we gotta get a. I gotta get a nice 101. What is his name? Mike Mosley.
Mark Mosley.
Mark Mosley. We need a card up here for.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah, played 16 seasons. He played for Philly in the 70, and then the Houston Oilers in 70, 71, 72. Wait.
Oh, wait. So I was looking. I got asked the other day. What franchises have been eliminated from the NFL? And, it's a lot of those super old teams. And I'm looking through the list, and not teams that have switched. So not like the Oilers, who are now the Titans, because those teams still keep their franchise records and everything. Did you know there was a Milwaukee football team?
Really?
The Milwaukee Badgers. I think they ended in like 2030 or 1930.
Yeah.
But like, bro, they Milwaukee Badgers,
had a team?
and they had their orange and white colors, orange, white, and black.
Oh damn,
dude! I want to get a shirt and like some rocking the Milwaukee Badgers.
That'd be pretty. That'd be a good game day fit.
That's sick.
That is super sick. I never knew that.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
Did you know the
Badgers,
Browns are the Browns are actually an expansion team, and that the Ravens are the Browns moved to Baltimore?
I feel like I might have, but no, yeah.
Yeah, so what happened was the Cleveland Browns relocated to Baltimore for the Ravens, so the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
And then the Cleveland was so upset that they lost their NFL team because Ohio loves their football, that's birthplace of it. And so the Browns, the Cleveland Browns right now are actually an expansion team.
Huh. I did not know that. Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Did you know that Dallas Cowboys are obviously one of the most iconic teams in the NFL, but they do not believe in retiring jersey numbers?
Really?
Yep.
Honestly, I kind of rock with that. Like, I like how they put number 88 as their star receiver and have legacy numbers,
Mm-hmm.
I do like that. Our college was good about doing that with our coach. Our coach is like, I just like to see certain numbers at certain positions, and sometimes I want my quarterback to wear 17, and he chooses your number for you. You can go in and request and everything, but yeah, I always thought that was cool. I didn't know that though. That's really interesting.
Did you know that the Seahawks name was decided by a public competition?
Really?
Yep. In the 1970s, a new to Seattle franchise opened a competition where the public could suggest names and then vote. The team received about 1,750 suggestions for Seahawks out of 20,000 entries.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. I know the Ravens did the same thing like that too, and they did that because of the poet of Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
And the Ravens and the story of the Raven. I was like, damn, that's cool. I love NFL facts. Have you ever been to Canton, Ohio?
I have been to Canton, Ohio. Never to the Hall of Fame, though. But I went for a card show.
You should check it out. Yeah. It's pretty sweet.
I've been to the Basketball Hall of Fame. It's in Springfield, Massachusetts.
I didn't know that.
I have been there a couple times. It's a really good, cool one. They have like a gym and stuff. Like you can play around and shoot hoops. And they have every single basket, like back to the peach bucket or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And like you can shoot hoops in that one. Then like
really?
each rim as it got like over time.
That's
and then
sweet.
they have one like that you can dunk on, like at different sizes, all the way up to 10 feet.
That is.
They got some cool stuff in there. One more fun fact for you guys, in case you're liking it. Did you know in the day and age where now we have Guardian caps, players were not required to wear helmets until 1943?
Damn.
Dudes are just out there playing rugby.
Just tape on the head.
Bro, the craziest thing though is to think like somebody else is wearing a helmet and you're not.
Yeah, it used to be like that with face masks too. Like guys would wear face masks and then
until that face mask hits your straight face.
Yeah, just
over with.
Bar down nose.
Over with.
Oof. What are your thoughts on the Guardian cap? Because as a fan, it looks so bad on Romeo's head. Dude. I'm not gonna lie. It works for him, and he's definitely a guy who's just going to do something based off of functionality.
Yeah.
He goes, not that he doesn't have swag, but you know what I mean?
Hey, you know what I was saying, dude? Well, first of all, on the Romeo piece, I saw him yesterday, and I gave him a hug. That's our thing lately. I see him and just, nice hug.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, like you were going crazy, you were balling. And I was like, when people talk about like LeBron James when he wears the headbands in games, like he's just going crazy, or like when he has a face mask, like Guardian Cap Rome has been balling. He's put that Guardian Cap on, bro. It started spazzing.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm like, I'm all for it.
Yeah, he has been.
I'm all for it. That means business. And the yellow Guardian cap was clean.
No, it was not.
It was clean, bro.
It was not a good look,
bro. Anti-swag is a thing I've been trying to tell people forever.
Yeah. No,
I got black the big old knee pads. I had the black cleats at one point.
Dude, the neck roll was going to pop out this year.
The neck roll was going to pop out, but then I ended up actually hurting my neck.
Oh, no.
Well, so maybe neck rolls don't help. But it looked crazy. I was looking like a big back with that thing.
Were you looking massive?
I was looking massive.
I wonder if there's any photos of that. That'd be funny to see.
Yeah, 30 minutes of that practice.
Oh gosh,
she's just somebody. Hey, you got to go into 2025 laughing at yourself.
Yeah. You live and you learn, right?
Yeah. So we do. I think this would be interesting to ask you. I feel like you dissect ball a little differently as far as like when you watch games, and you're really adamant on kind of like watching schemes and everything of the team. So for you and your perspective, not looking at any odds, just kind of coach of the year, who are some guys that like pop into your head, or who's the one guy that has impressed you the most? They might not be up for the running, but just who's your coach of the year?
Oh, my coach of the year? I mean, honestly, it's sad to say, but Kevin O'Connell deserves it.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. I think, and what Flores is doing on defense too,
they gotta.
I mean, it's tough, man. They're dialing up the right calls, and I think what also comes with being coach of the year is definitely driving culture. And when you can get a team to rally around a forgotten quarterback like Sam Darnold, I mean, somebody who's a journeyman, and be able to get somebody like that to perform or find that within them, of like bringing out the I'm a dog Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
I think is that locks you in for coach of the year.
For sure. I agree with that. But, it makes me think, when you were saying just somebody who's rallying behind everybody, I like Dan Campbell too.
I do.
I don't know where he's at in the running.
I think he won it last year.
Okay. Well, then, you probably can't give it to somebody.
Yeah, voter fatigue.
But it's like one of those things where, like, I remember when, like, we played them, like, yeah, obviously we would like to win, but this last one, but they ended up winning. Like, they had, like, guys that just got there on their defense.
Right.
And, like, we're a good offense, but, I think being able to also just have guys who don't even know the scheme, but just say, hey, you might not know where you're going, but just go fly around and just you see ball, hit ball, play with aggression. Like, you can tell guys are playing inspired. So maybe it's biased because all we watch is NFC North ball, really. So I don't know what's going on in the rest of the league.
Yeah,
but,
I'm pretty sure he's probably favored.
Yeah, so that's good. What about the ASC? I know now we're going to college, but what about the Arizona State coach? He seems like somebody you want to play for.
I would love to play for him.
We got to show the clip.
Yeah, so there's a clip that my buddy sent to me. It's just him singing "Heart on Ice" by Rod Wave in the car. Just
as a college player, how can you not be like, yeah, my coach is a dog? Like, let's go.
Dude, that would be on the big screen in the locker room.
If they win this
pre-film.
Game, when do they play? Wednesday?
They play tomorrow. Yeah.
All right. Well, they'll already have played one before this comes out. But if they win, they got to be bumping that in the locker room.
They have to. Yeah, it's one of the funniest videos. I can pull it up real quick. It's just.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, Coach Dillingham, I felt that.
Coach Dillingham. Coach Dilly. We got to have him on the pod.
Dude, that'd be sweet. It'd be fun.
I'll reach out after this.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Coach Dilly. Come on, tune into Dilly. We'll switch the name up just for your episode.
Yeah, tune into Dillingham. Yeah.
Dillingham. Now to the big awards. Were you mad that you weren't nominated for any of the Cracker of the Year awards?
It's just motivation.
What are you gonna do to get out there next year?
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, that award show, what AB was doing, it just kind of, my favorite part is how much he gave credit to just being allowed to do that and having free speech.
Yeah,
I mean, and doing a Cracker of the Year is that's just pure gold.
It's just such funny content because it started off, everybody was like, "Oh my goodness!" And then it's just like, well, if you just stay consistent, like this is your bit. Yeah, every day it's like, All right, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, I would love to be cracker of the day one time. Just one time.
One time.
Yeah, we can build on that. Then.
AB, come on.
Make it happen.
Will. We got Will.
Yeah, let's link. I'll show you I could be cracker of the day.
You got to do something crazy, though.
Dude, I know. That's the scary part,
If you get nominated, you got to be in the full Bumblebee. We got to get you the full Bumblebee Steelers AB uniform.
Yeah.
If you get nominated, you got to
go. Well, my favorite Antonio Brown play of all time is his punt return where he decided to
kicks
Spartan stop the dude's face, the punter's face.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll do that in some backyard football, but that would be bad.
Before we end, you do have to tell everybody, we always like to keep up with your Uber stories. You came on the one time talking about how you had the happy to chat on.
Yeah.
You always are good for a good Uber story. At
least this last weekend I definitely left my phone in the Uber and he was gone. And I went back to my buddy's house because he was the one who called and I was like, hey, can you call the Uber driver? And then I'll talk to him, and this was late. We were celebrating a birthday. It was a good time. And my other friend who has my location, he called an Uber and basically just told this guy to follow this location. And this Uber driver, spoke no English. And all my buddy was doing was just yelling and blasting. Or first, before he went to follow my phone location, he's like, wait, let me connect to Bluetooth. Yeah. So he connected to the car and just full blast, just bumping this in the car. Just blasting this, telling this Uber driver, follow this,
follow the location.
It's like, I need a hero. Oh, dude, that was one of the funniest bits. He's like, and then we're like, oh, where's our buddy Oli? And he's like, dude, I was following the Uber, and I'm like, yo, dude, it was that was one of the hardest I've laughed in a long time. So yeah, it was good times.
Man, that is great. Well, hopefully our predictions are true.
Yeah,
and hopefully we stick to the New Year's resolutions for the 2 days.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, let's
so
dial
far.
it in,
man, more laughs, more success, more followers, and more podcast episodes coming to you guys soon. We appreciate you guys listening, tuning to Dillon to start the year off. And here's to many more. Have a good one. Stay safe.
Yes, thank you guys. Love you.
Like, subscribe. Go ahead, check out everything in the comments as always.